Okay, let's dive into the story of a young general's meteoric rise and his tragic fall.
So, picture this. A 10-day siege is failing. The fortress of Debal, it just seems impossible to crack.
Then, some inside info comes through. The city's morale, it turns out, is tied to a sacred red flag.
So Qasim gets it. He doesn't need to break the walls, just the flag. Problem is, it's out of range.
So he calls for his secret weapon, a massive catapult they called the Bride.
This thing was a beast, a beautiful but deadly machine that took 500 men just to operate. But hold on, how did this young general even end up here, so far from home? Let's rewind.
Well, it all started with pirates. After years of raids, the caliph just wasn't going to fund a risky war.
But Hajjaj bin Yusuf, a really powerful governor, made the caliph an offer he just couldn't refuse.
Okay, so Hajjaj needed a commander, someone loyal, smart, and who'd follow his plan to the letter.
And who does he pick? His own nephew, Muhammad bin Qasim, a brilliant and proven young commander. Hajjaj set up this insane communication system, a relay of horses, covering 2,500 kilometers in just 7 days. This basically let Hajjaj direct the entire war from his desk in Iraq, pretty much in real time. Okay, so let's jump back to the fortress. This is where it gets really interesting. Qasim's shots are missing the flag. Then a letter arrives. It's from Hajjaj, with very specific instructions. Qasim follows the order, and boom, one perfect shot. The flag falls, and the city's will to fight just crumbles. After Dable, there's a new problem, the massive Indus River. And guess who's waiting on the other side? His solution was pretty wild. He builds a temporary bridge made entirely out of boats. In the final battle, he had to face these terrifying war elephants. His counter? Flaming arrows to cause a stampede. Raja Dahir dies in battle, and just like that, the kingdom of Sind is conquered. Qasim is now governor. And as a ruler, he was pretty impressive. He showed tolerance and kept a lot of the old systems in place. But back in the capital, things were changing. The caliph who supported them, he died. And his brother, the new caliph, had a score to settle. He wanted revenge on his predecessor's allies. So, after just 3 successful years, the conquering hero gets recalled, thrown in prison, and killed. He was a brilliant general, a master strategist, but his fate was ultimately sealed by politics, miles from any battlefield.